So, as you could imagine, there will be a difference between the perks in Fallout 76 and the perks in Fallout 4. So here we have just a basic perk tree from Fallout 4, and you can see quite a few things that we will not be having in Fallout 76. The first is we will not be having these big sprawling trees. This will not exist in Fallout 76. You will not have these trees which all these perks are open. You have this perk, you have this perk, and you have them all at the same time. They're all running at the same time and doing the same thing. That just will not be happening. Now the things that stay the same is, yes, you can still upgrade individual of the basic perks, right? You can still improve your perception and your strength, but this whole big sprawling tree system does not exist anymore. So, as you could probably imagine, the perk system has obviously changed, but there are some unexpected ways that it has changed. So, if you could imagine your primary perks, for example, intelligence, and we'll just draw an eye to demonstrate this intelligence. Let's imagine we have intelligence. We've now opened the intelligence tree. Inside intelligence are 3 possible perks: hacker, first aid, and makeshift warrior. These 2 existed in the original Fallout, so we can be aware of that. By original Fallout, I'm referring to Fallout 4. However, you cannot have these all at the same time. Now, you can still upgrade them. You see 2 stars, 3 stars. You've only input 1 star into each of these. But let's say you get them. You cannot just have them all. You can't be a hacker, first aid, and makeshift warrior. You need to have just one, which is very, very unfortunate, I think, in my opinion, but interesting nonetheless. Now, it shows you what level all your cards are at the top. So it's all based on cards, these perks, which is fine. It doesn't actually change anything, but, they all are based off cards, and they're much, 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 much more simplified than the previous game. So here's just a look at a more overarching thing, right? This is what the perks look like, sort of zoomed out. So as you can imagine, inside each one of these, when you click on it, you get what you just saw, those 3 or 4 or 2, however many perk options there are, and you can have one of those activated. However, that being said, there are some special things that we can point out here. So let's talk about them. First, we can see here the levels of everything. Sorry that I sort of underlined right over that, but yeah, we can see the levels of everything. It seems we have a 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1. So that is a good thing. Now, I don't know if that's actually the levels right there, but, and it's, again, they're still obviously saying, like, yeah, what makes you, woohoo. It's like your special character, your special abilities, right? So this might be a level 1 for strength and perception and endurance and charisma, but 2 intelligence, 1 agility, and 1 luck. So, here you can see a brief description of everything. You can press enter to choose or tab to exit. Now, here's a few questions that I'm posing at the end, like I usually do. First off, we have the question of, well, can I invest in intelligence, and does it do what it did in the last game? Or do I have to go into intelligence and then invest in specific types of sub-perks? Can I only unlock sub-perks if I've invested in intelligence enough? Are there specific sub-perks that require me to invest more or less? Will it be obvious? Is it more like level 1 sub-perk, level 2, and level 3, where while, yes, they're doing different things, having this one is so much worse than having this one, you really might as well just do the second one. So those are all things that we will find out and discover. I do think it's interesting how they're simplifying it. And I don't know why. Maybe they're intending it more for a general audience. But, I mean, you can see this. This is clearly simplified. This, right here, this is not like the previous Fallout. I mean, you saw what's in the beginning when I showed the Fallout 4. This is something that we haven't seen before. Also, just to point a few things out, we have a massive plant animal here that will act as an hostile. We have a little building here. We have another building here. And way back in the distance, we have the woods of West Virginia. So that's all pretty interesting. And it seems like, now I don't know, but it seems like what's happening here is that the background, so all this, is wherever you stop to pick a perk. So if you pick a perk, it just shows you the background. So I don't know if that's helpful or if that matters at all, but that's just something to point out.